Hi, welcome back. We're going to be looking at the sine rule today. We're going to be looking at the sine rule when you've got a missing angle. Now, don't forget, the sine rule is used when we have one completed pair. So, for example, I've got the angle B and it's side B. So that's my completed pair. I've got both pieces of information. And you've got half of the pair that you want. So I want side A, so I need to have its partner, angle A. So that's when we're going to use the sine rule. All of these graphics I made using GeoGebra and then screenshotting them, and specifically this particular resource. So you can find it by looking up David T on GeoGebra. He's got amazing stuff. And then this resource has loads of cool sliders, so you can move it around a little bit. And it also has an orientation button, and you can see all the workings out. So it's very cool. So let's get started. Okay, so you want to set it up so what you're missing is always in the top left. So I'm missing side A, so I'm going to put that there. So in the situation where I want side, so I'm missing a side, I'm going to put the sides on the top. So sine A divided by angle A equals, and we're not working with the C's because we don't have the completed pair. So we're going to be working with the A's is what we want to find out. We want to find this one out, and the B's because that's the information we've got. So it would be B divided by sine B. So always what I want, I'm going to keep here in the top left. So sine A would be sine 70 because that's its partner. B is 4.5, and sine B is sine 34.2. I'm going to move this divide by sine 70 to the other side as a times by sine 70. It should really be in a bracket, so 34.2 times by sine 70. I type that into my calculator all at once, so 4.5 times by sine 34.2 times by sine 70. And that gives you A, 7.52, for example, if I'm going 2 decimal places. So that's it. Let's have a look at another example here. In this situation, I want to find side A, so I'm going to put that there. And that matches up with sine 15. So that's my half pair. Now, you can see we've got a problem here because we've got 8, but we don't have the angle B. And we've got C, but we don't have the side C. So we're in a little bit of trouble. But in this situation, it's important to remember that the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So if I know that this one is 65 and this one is 15, 65 plus 15, and you could subtract that from 180. So 180 minus, and that gets you that this angle here must be 100. If you want to check that that's worked okay, so you've got your 100 plus your 65 plus your 15, now you've got 180. And the reason why we had to do it is we have to be careful. We couldn't use angle 65 with side 8 because they're not a pair, right? So we're going to use now angle 100 and side 8 because they're opposite each other. So that's going to be 8 divided by sine 100. Again, what you want to find here in the top left. And it should always be like this, sides on the top, angles on the top, or vice versa. But you shouldn't have a side here and an angle here, that's not going to work. So you take your sine 15 and you move it from a divide by to a times by. And you type it all into your calculator in one go. So 18 here, sine 100. Check your calculators in the right mode. We're working in degrees, so my calculator is in degrees. And this would be sine 15. So I've got 2.10, and then just round that to your required degree of accuracy. I find that often people forget that. The question's asked for 2 decimal places and they put 1. So just go back and always check what's been asked for, 2 dp. And the same for any units. Is it miles in the question? Is it kilometers? Is it meters? So double check at the end for accuracy and for units. But that question is done. So in the next key skill, we're going to be looking at how to find a missing angle using the sine rule. So I will see you, or you will see me, in the next video.